We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for... a touchback. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core, without their number 1 wideout, keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator Believes he can solve the problem by spreading the ball around, because anytime you lose your number one guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number one guy, and they're ready to step up.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Can't get away, and down he goes. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. You may hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Pollard. Pollard now a 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 33-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that, because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The run for Pollard. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. I'll guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
So this CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said it was all about the veterans.
And Brandon, I like his approach because he's obviously thought about this, right? Who can get me not just through this game, but through the rest of the season? And he looks to his veterans. They've been around the team. They can guide everyone and let them know the importance of winning this one. But also, how do we attack what's left in the season and get us ready for what we hope is going to be some postseason play?
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Play action. Now Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Pollard going to try the right side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Darnell Mooney
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
Going deep downfield for Ross. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken around the 12.
So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's got room. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 23-yard line. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A giant hole up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again. Here the 4th. Prater for the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Jackson. And a completion to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jackson rolling to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You need to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. You got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From the shotgun to McCaffrey.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Mahomes to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's Mahomes.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Pollard. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Now Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, one thing that you and I featured as a storyline was that they were facing the NFL's #1 defense coming in, and they really took it right to them.
Yeah, they didn't blink, did they? And instead of just saying to themselves, let's make sure that we minimize our mistakes and try and play a conservative-type game, they attacked right from the beginning. Said, we got to go after these guys. I think sometimes you take the #1 rated defense by surprise when you do that.
So for the 49ers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll
today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions.
No,
right?
2 touchdown passes.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The numbers a week ago for Michel. 16 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Rolling to his left. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Lawrence on 3rd down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw.
That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Woods has it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And no score after one on EA Sports. Michelle. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown numbers. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Ross. Well, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey, and he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a give this time to the tailback. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, Michel. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second and 10.
They go play fake. Mahomes slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his third touch. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 20.